All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Mike, here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Check.
On 2nd down, it's Miller. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got the lead guy running it pretty well, too.
A first down carry now for Miller. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check. In the car. Deuce. Check 3. Check. Lucky. Hey, 59. Switch.
Watch safety creeping.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He finds his target, Fuller. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A first down and then some, 36 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Austin Safarian-Jenkins. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, in on the tackle there. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, Brissett. Looking deep for Gabriel. And it's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
To throw is Brissett. Flush to his right. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Now Cobb to return, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw, Watson. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
That's going to be a long day.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 30. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Hey, 59! The Twins. Sponge. No.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. He'll have a first down past the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside, they can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Danico Autry is in on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
53. Mike, 53.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Colts pick it up. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
On play action, Brissett. Stocker's got it. Complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Complete to Luke Stocker. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They run with Hines. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
On 3rd down, it's Hines, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. A first down throw for Brissett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on third down? You're a little off balance.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll run forward with Hines, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Hey, number 6, checking. 26. You got time right there.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, and the catch made by Johnson. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
26. Hey,
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 1st and 10, Brissett. Able to find a rookie from Ohio State, Paris Campbell. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go.
Brissett. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Brissett to throw on first. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
On second down now, it's Hines. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Reset. Check.
On 3rd down, Brissett. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
First down.
Here we go. 14 running. Check 41. 81. Watch the turn. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Showing up.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Switch gears. Check.
From just shy of midfield, Brissett eluding the pressure right. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check. Crunch. Whip. Watch the whip. Tighten up. Check three.
And that'll set him back 5.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Watch out.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Who's that? 19.
53, Mike. I got you.
55.
He's crossing. He's checking.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
53 is mine. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. 29.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
A loss of 1 brings up third down and 11.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
Check me out.
Again, it's Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Justin Houston, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
On second and 9. Brissett looking deep for a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Justin Houston, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19.
Slam. Check 37.
And some room to maneuver. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. It's complete. Stills. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screenplay.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Third down and 2.
Set. 19. Check. 50. 55. I'm here all day.
They'll try to run for it in the middle. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Here's Hines. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They will run with Grant. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Corey Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
A very important extra point there, up and good. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
They'll run it again with Miller. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Watson now to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Texan first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now a play fake here on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps and allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
Check. Lucky.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Switch.
Now Miller, he's had a big workload here tonight. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that block.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. You know, the man on our cover, John Madden, so synonymous with these Thanksgiving Day games. He was on TV for these from, I think, 81 to 01, giving out the Turkey Leg Award and turducken he always talked about. Special when you got a guy going off like this. I think he would be a good recipient of the Turkey Leg Award.
Well, he's definitely already worked on that leg. Is it possible he could end up getting the whole turkey?
Yeah, give him a thigh,
or the
too.
whole turducken. And it's really great that you mentioned Coach Madden, because Everyone knows him from this. Everyone knows him from the broadcast booth. Remember, he won a Super Bowl as a head coach in Oakland.
Yep, he did indeed. But right now, we are watching maybe one of those turkey leg performances with his second touchdown there. Back to throw. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end.
Complete to Jack Doyle. Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to put it to check.
Brissett. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10. At their own 18-yard line.
Down to